ladies and gentlemen, it is ikwerreGirl Achiru, all the way from London, UK, your only ikwerreGirl living in London. You can argue with yourself. My channel is about living, loving, and laughing. Today, I'm here to bring you my usual Friday musings and tell you what's going on in the world. Now, if you like what you're hearing so far and you want to be notified about new videos when they come out, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that once I upload a new video, you will be one of the first or the first to receive it. Right, coming to the end of June, and there's lots of things that have happened. I haven't been doing my musings video because I was taking a break. I was just chilling out, just chilling out. But in the month of June, I just couldn't resist doing an end of June shout out. So much has happened in June. It is just like, whoa. Right. Let us start from the foreign roads, gist around the world before we come back home, because I like my Naija people. I must end this note on Naija, my people. So, in the UK, schools were open on the 1st of June. The nursery children for reception for year 1 and year 6 to get them back into the system. Some people took their children back, some people didn't, trying to watch to see what's happening. Some people said, you know what, we're not going back, we'll wait until September. I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it looks weird, they have to stay in bubbles and no one can go into the other person's bubbles. They have to stay 2 meters apart. However, children were allowed to go back to school. So a little bit of a progress. There's been some sort of easy down on the lockdown, rules, some businesses have been allowed to open. People have been allowed to go to work, a little bit of interaction. However, the most important thing that happened with regards to the easing down of the lockdown rules was the fact that pubs are now allowed to open. Hooray! And guess what? My only thing is, when you go to the pub, right, and if you're a bartender, don't get upset if people don't find your drink strong enough. Don't be upset if people say things like your drink is a bit watered down. Because what's happened is that for 4 months, people have been mixing their own stuff at home, and they've been trying to drain the insanity. So they've been taking some serious strong stuff at home. So obviously the stuff in the bar right now is going to be watered down. Outside the fact that it is potentially expired goods. Anyway, my thing is, when you go back to the pubs here, I'm just hoping that the people that own the pubs and the bars and stuff like that will be giving out free booze. Because obviously this thing has stayed in the back. Stayed in the back room for 4 months. You should be giving out. There should be free drinks. Happy hour for the next 4 months until we get rid of the old stock. How's that sound? The thing about, the UK and the lockdown and people being encouraged to homeschool their children. I've been homeschooling my children for about 4 months now. At what point do we get to send the school and other people raffle tickets, because we've been doing this for a couple of months now. Can we get raffle tickets? People buy raffle tickets and send it in. Also, dear Boris, this is my message to Boris. Dear Boris, based on the fact that we've been homeschooling our kids, I've been homeschooling my kids, I need some funding, The playground needs upgraded. We need equipment, even the science lab. We need computers. We need musical equipment in the music room. We need some gym equipment, I need to upgrade the fish tank as well, because this is part of science. So dear Boris, could you please give us some funding so we can upgrade back garden so that we can get that? Because if the kids were in school, they'd be getting upgrade of the garden equipment anyway. Also, in terms of the homeschooling, I feel like I was a bit used because it was not easy to homeschool the kids. Homeschooling the kids and also trying to get your job done at the same time. Oh, that's not quite easy. However, I was just wondering, why we were homeschooling the kids? We didn't get no extra pay. So we're doing the jobs of the teachers. We're working tirelessly, teaching them, keeping them up to scale, doing the maths, the English, the sciences, all of them, news around the world, knowledge of the world and all that stuff. We're supposed to be getting paid for doing that. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting paid to do that. I smell a rat. I don't know about in some houses and in some families, but in my house, what we're having now is the fact that the kids are saying, "Oh, mommy, we don't want to go back to school. We want to be homeschooled permanently." I'm not even going to respond to that on camera. Moving on to America. So there has been way too many incidents of police officers hunting down people of color, black people, which led to the killing of George. The most recent was the killing of George Floyd, which the story. Check it out. It's quite traumatizing. So that led to lots of protests all over the world. In fact, I don't think people saw it spreading that much. It was in America, it was all over America, people protesting. This is enough, white people protesting as well, which was quite impressive because until the people that are not directly affected by a particular instance are as outraged as those that are directly affected, you will not get justice. So if you are the one directly affected and you're the one in the forefront, people are not going to listen to you. It's been impressive and it's been so good to see so many people, so many colors come together all over the world. Even here in England, it's been the same thing. One thing about the protest that is quite interesting. you know. So when people say Black Lives Matter, some people were so keen to say all lives matter and then white lives matter. I'll do a video on that separately. Now, it is really ridiculous when someone says Black Lives Matter and you say all lives matter. We all know all lives matter, but if all lives mattered, we would not need to say Black Lives Matter. There is a particular isolated incident that is ongoing and is recurring. This is a time for everybody to say, all right, let's deal with this. If I say I have a headache, my head hurts, you're saying, well, how about my ears? That's so insensitive. Can't you hear yourself? So I have to teach you this. Come on now. Now, what's interesting is that people were so keen to say, oh, the protests are this, the protests are that. This is happening, that is happening, this is happening, that is happening. Why are they doing this? Why are they looting? Why are they doing that? Why are they doing this? It's so easy for you to separate the good cops from the bad cops and say, not all police officers are bad. Then you can separate the protesters from the looters. It can't be that simple. It can't be that hard. The other thing that's interesting is that people now took to the fact that, oh, look at all these protesters. There's no social distancing. There is no PPE. They're just doing all this stuff. Watch how the virus is going to boom, explode. However, same people didn't have an issue when the beaches were opened 2 weeks before the protest. There was people crowding at the beach. No social distancing. That was fine. They just felt like, I need sunshine and to be at the seaside. But then you had an issue with people coming out to talk about an issue that has been ongoing for a long time. Okay, fine. That's gone. Protest for the Black Lives Matter has finished. That's ended. There's not so much protests and rallies going on. The beaches are open again. Now people are literally stampeding and trampling over each other. I hear no one saying, how about social distancing? Anyways, moving on. So many things have been going on. In fact, I had to try to guard my mental health. It was from Black Lives Matter and then the explosion of rape in Nigeria. Like, I know people have been raping each other for a long time now. And because obviously people don't really care so much about the girl child, female species. But I think because everyone now has access to mobile phone and social media, people are able to post these things and you have access to the information. It's really traumatizing. So there was the girl in Edo State who was brutally raped and killed in a church. That gist ended by being that the pastor was the one that paid those guys to kill her. How sad. How sad. Pastor, what's going on? You get a girl knocked up, you need to be able to step up to your responsibilities. That's not allowed at all. There's a man in the north that was serial rapist, as they call him. This guy has raped maybe over 35 people over a short period of time. There was this other woman who was brutally raped. She was kidnapped and she was raped in some place. Raped, and she was pregnant. And the man knew she was pregnant. Why did he rape her? Because her husband had killed his cow. Meanwhile, his cow was trespassing. So he decided I was going to take it out. He said in his own words, as she bled, for him it was justice for his cow that bled out when he was being killed. Honestly, right, I'm beginning to think that this COVID-19, right, Coco-19, it's not the only problem we have. Because these things, right, the mindset and the logic to why people do what they do, it's not making much sense. Not anymore. 2 other cases of rape that broke my heart. Someone hires a company, big company in Nigeria, I'm not going to mention the name, Thermocool or something like that. Yeah, I said it. Big company. She hired them to go fix something in the house. This man goes there, hefty man goes there and decides that, oh, she's got a daughter in the house. I'm going to rape the girl. So he raped her daughter. You go from a company, you got your company uniform, you got your badge and everything. You go to go and do some job in the house, and what you decide to do? I rape the girl. People mad. There's another video I saw outside a big hotel in Lagos. I think it's a hotel. This guy is just underneath the tree, broad daylight, he's just wanking off. Doesn't care. What's going on? Are the aliens here? I think like we've been attacked. There's an Egypt apocalypse going on. What's the other one I saw now? Very heartbreaking. Little girl. She's maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. She's raped by her cousin who is maybe in his 20s. Her cousin. Her mom's sister's son. Now the gist goes on. When the girl dies, her auntie is trying to cover up all of these things going on. So this same notorious boy had raped her elder sister who was 8 years old. The auntie covered it up, cleaned her up, sent her home, and the girl never spoke because she was a child. She didn't know what was going on. The younger kid, 5 years old, was also raped by the same boy. Obviously, this didn't go well. The mom tried to clean her up and all that, but she didn't out. She died. The mom tried to get the parents, obviously with Muslims, to just bury the child instantly. She tried to convince her in-law and her sister to bury the girl. But the man, the father of the house, was like, no, I need to find out what went on to my daughter. He's asked for an autopsy. They done the autopsy to find out she was raped. And that's when the gist comes out. How do you allow your son to rape your sister's child? Even if it happens the first time accidentally and you found out, wouldn't you tell your sister? And then the boy goes ahead to rape the second child. What is going on now? My people waiting the apple. Outside that, we have like a bandwagon of people just killing their wives, killing their spouses, killing their fiancés, killing everybody. This one case very interesting. We're still trying to get to the end of the matter. What has this guy done? They said the issue was DNA, but you know me, I don't, I look beyond that. So he got triggered by DNA test showing that one of his sons was not his child. So he decided, rented the place, new house 3 weeks, promised the girl he was going to marry her anyway, even though the child is not his. But the child is not my son. The child is not my son. Yeah, so he rented the place, he invited her over, turned the music on, duct taped her, tied her hands, tied her feet, duct taped her mouth, got the pliers, pulled off all her hair, got the knives, all kinds of knives, stab, head, eyes, everything, eye sockets. When she was dead, he got sniper, poison, very popular in Nigeria. I think it's for killing rodents. And then he drank it and he died. Music was too loud, obviously. Neighbors were alarmed. They got estate management, knocked the door down, and they saw it. Gory sight. I'm still traumatized. I can't forget it. What is going on? What is going on? I tell people all the time, mental health is real. Do not ignore the signs of these things. You will see it. You'll see it. A person who just is aggressive for no reason, gets tipped off easily. A person who one moment they're happy, the next moment they're crying, the next moment they're flaring up. People who say things like, I'll kill myself, or I'll kill you. Don't think it's a joke. Do not think it's a joke. Women, men, because we have crazy women like that out there, just like we have crazy men. You get me? When you hear these things, don't think it's a joke. You understand? If you are in a relationship with a history of violence, you understand? It may not even be physical violence. It may be threats of violence. It may be excessive jealousy. It may be excessive control. It may be excessive monitoring. See, these things, yeah, don't look out. Don't overlook it. Especially in a relationship, there's a lot of people that have got mental health problems. You understand? This thing is an issue. In the words of a man that I respect a lot, he says, if a guy tells you, I'll kill myself if you leave me, run away from that person. You know why? Anybody that says they will kill themselves or they can kill themselves, they will kill you. So if you don't take anything from what I'm saying, all this anybody that says they will kill themselves, run. And now, you know that song that they say, everybody hold your waist, everybody hold your waist, everybody hold your waist. You know what, yeah? Everybody hold your child, everybody hold your child, everybody hold your child, yeah, because the truth is real. You can't trust your child with your own sister. What does this world come to? I know people will say, oh, don't leave your child with a stranger. Come on, this is your sister. You get me? Come on, why should we be scared? It's not your half sister. It's not your friend. It's your sister. You hear me when I say sister? When did we get to that stage that you can't even leave your child with your own sister? Ha! That one paid me, oh. But anyway, let's get on with it. Everybody hold your child. Hold your child. Everybody hold your child. Hold your child. Everybody hold your child. Hold your child. Everybody hold your child. Seriously, hold your child. Politics in Nigeria is an interesting thing. So we have governors that boldly come out and say, second tenure for me is not an option. Ha! Who says that? I know that normally, politics is a game. Now, come on, you vote, you don't vote, your votes don't count anyway. People will come back a second time, a third time, or whatever. But then the audacity to actually come out and say, second tenure is not an option for me. I'm coming back whether you like it or not. It is my own and I deserve it. Ha! Okay now. Let's go to the so-called celebrities, the people that people worship and adore. I worship you. You know those kind of people, they worship them like they are gods on earth. Mothers be telling their daughters, marry that kind of guy. Boys, my son, is that not your mate? Igbo women, my son Obi, what is wrong with you? Can't you see your mate Evictus Obi? Look at Evictus Obi. He's a billionaire. Where is Evictus Obi? They have evicted him now. What I don't understand is the name Evictus Obi. Evictus. The name sounds dodgy. You get me? There's something about our name. You know what's interesting here? I tell you in this life here, money talks and BS walks. How could someone like that, right? How could someone like that have even deceived Forbes? So apparently, Forbes carried him as a successful young billionaire and all that stuff. They were bigging him up and all that. Forbes, you see the problem? When people like us are saying you should put us on your magazine, you say no, we have not hustled enough. Okay now. Yeah, because you put someone there who's a criminal. What are you going to do? You're going to extract all the magazines, you're going to recall everything. You saw money. You went for it. Come and acknowledge people like us. Yes, I said it. My name is ikwerreGirl, and I'm a rich person. Put me in your magazine. Other person that people talk about, Hush Puppy. I don't know why people never knew Hush Puppy was a fraudster. From the first time I heard about that guy, Hush Puppy, I was just like, it sounds like fraud now. You understand? I don't see business, I don't see what he does. He's a fraudster. People seem to celebrate Hush Puppy. Hush Puppy, hush little puppy, go to sleep. I am going to buy you a Versace. If a Versace no gel, I'm gonna give you a Bentley car. Even my driver earns more than a governor and a senator in Nigeria. Let's see how that money gets you out of jail now. Let's see how it works. You understand? So, so yeah, Hush Puppy is this very rich person who has scammed millions of people. Some people die of a cardiac arrest because they lost millions of money, millions of naira, millions of dollars. They die, and somebody was making themselves rich. No conscience. The world has lost their conscience. The world has gone mad. Yes, sir. But they got them. They got them. All of the celebrities, the governors and all that, you know, feeling like, okay, what's going on? You know how you've been hanging out with some people, you've been saying, this is my guy, you know, this is my business partner, this is my business associate. Look, I'm lodging in his suite in Dubai. You will lodge with a fraudster, and you said he was a business associate. So by default, you are a fraudster by proxy. Ding, 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 ding. You know them. Just go on Google and search the people in government in Nigeria that took pictures of dying in Hush Puppy. You see them, pastors, freedom fighters, everybody, all fraudsters by proxy. Yes, I said it. Coming to my guy in Naira the Malian himself. So the flights are shut down. I love Nigerians. I love Nigeria. I love Africans. You know, we have money here. Because we have money, we can do whatever we want to do. You know, but sometimes it doesn't work well. So the Naira Marley wanted to go for this event. The airlines are shut down. He decided to take a private jet because he can pay for it. So he hired this charter airline and stuff like that. Got his brother and a few people, his crew, and he went. Now he went for this event, and what's happened is that the government of Nigeria, interestingly, did something for a start. They decided to shut down the airline, saying, you're not supposed to be doing this. Everything is on lockdown. You're not supposed to have done it. The airline has come back to say, well, hang on. I didn't know it was Naira Marley. On the manifest, it says Fashola. So we just assume that this is the son of the senator or the governor, the ex-governor. I thought this was his family traveling. You see what I mean? So they're justifying themselves that, yeah, we thought it was an official flight. We thought it was the governor's, you know, entourage. And then we just thought, you know, we should do it. We love Nigeria, don't we? The highlight of June was that the Premier League has been reopened, or was reopened. And obviously, Liverpool was already leading the way by several points ahead to win it. And then the lockdown started. All of the enemies of Liverpool were so happy. They had so many things to say. But to their dismay, league was back. And last night, we settled the matter. You know, Liverpool settled the matter. But it's quite interesting, you know. Evil people everywhere, bad people everywhere. So Liverpool has won, you know, Premiership. They brought the cup home. And they brought it home in style. There was by a clear mile. You know what I mean? A clear mile. Yes, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I want to support them today. Leave me. Chelsea now are making it sound like they are the kingmakers. They crowned the kings. Yeah, because if they didn't win that match, then Liverpool wouldn't. What are you talking about? Are you seeing the points? Do you see the points really? You see, Chelsea fans remind me of haters, right? A hater will see you walking on water, and the hater will say, it's because you can't swim. So now we won the cup. As opposed to say, oh, well done, Liverpool, well deserved, you know, it's been ages, but well done. They say, oh, no, we made it happen. How? Liverpool. Obviously, men of the house, husbands were happy. The Premiership started, and they get the remote control back from the women, from Z-World, and Africa Magic, and all that stuff. And it was well worth it, because for those men of the house that were Liverpool fans, they got the cup. So now, man, yeah, Premiership is over. Could you just please hand the remote control back? Can we carry on with Z-World and Africa Magic? Yeah? Can I turn it on now? Can I turn it on? And finally, last but not the least, crazy don't leave me challenge. Don't leave me. In fact, I couldn't resist it. I have to do mine. I'll put the link in the bottom to my Don't Leave Me challenge. You can watch it and laugh and all that stuff. So Don't Leave Me has taken over social media. Just like in the month of May, it was Don't Rush Me. So I am absolutely looking forward to July, because not just that July is a special month. July is the 7th month of the year. 7 represents perfection. J is the only letter of the names of the months that appears 3 times in 1 year. January, June, and July. Also, the month of July is my birth month. So I'm very excited about what the world has for us. Social media, craziness, all that stuff, everything good, everything pure, everything wonderful is going to be coming up in July. So from me to you, I had an absolutely fantastic June. I had an absolutely amazing June, and I'm looking forward to the month of July. Let's go. Let's go into the month of July. Yeah? See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying tuned and watching. Thank you for your love and your support. June is coming to an end in the next couple of days. You made it this far, it means you can keep making it. We get into July, and you know when you get to July, you start thinking Christmas is coming. But anyway, sorry about that. One love.